My name is Tristan. Today I'm going to tell you how to make a simple game. The game is about how to tag fish before they disappear. If you tag one, the others try to disappear because they notice you're there. If you tag all of them, you win the game. So I started by adding an event listener, go to position and attrition, and then I go to the top one, custom array, set A, I click on it, and I go set B, and I click on it, and then under value, I click add, and I put this shark, and I drag it up, and then I click OK. Then there's another one, which you have to say which one will disappear and which one you'll tag. And you'll add the blue tone, and everything you have added into the game, and then you click OK, and then it forms. And then you have to click on everything here to set its opacity. Like this, Piranha 7 is one of my characters, so I just have to go to opacity, then you have to go down. You drop the statement here, you'll see it will turn a bit camouflage. So, and for opacity, you have to put 0 to make it invisible after you touch it. And then you can run it, and this is how you move. So you do, and then you do the keys to move, and that's my presentation.
My name is Jivanachar, and I made a project called Fox Race, and basically it's a fox is it's in movement, never ending, and you can control its direction by using the arrow keys. And to make the arrow keys control the direction, I use the key press listener, and basically I wrote that if the left arrow is pressed, then it would turn left 0.025 centimeters, and then if the right arrow key was pressed, the same thing. And then for my game, to connect it all together, I had 3 different methods that I connected, which were my first method, my username, and then my always moving method, which is when the fox is always moving. And for the username method, I had to ask for input from the user, so I can show you that. When it first comes up, it says please enter your preferred player name, and then you type it in, and then you hit enter, and then the game starts. So basically, you can't crash into any of the blocks, and I'll just show you what happens. So if you crash into it, they all disappear and it says you lose. But then, if you succeed, which I couldn't, but if you succeed, then it'll transport you to level 2, and it just gets a little harder and harder until it's impossible to beat.
Hello, I'm Justin, and this is some of my code I used to make this project. First, this is my event listener that I kind of used to make some of this. The collision's my favorite part. There's also my first method, which does a bunch of these stuff and makes my game run go on. And this is the game run, where you make things happen in the game. I can't really explain it well. So.
It's right.
What?
Right.
This is a run of my project. First, we got enter his name. Then, we gotta use these arrow keys to play. When you crash into the walls, this happens. Just gotta wait until you get to the hot tub and then you just gotta quit it and you win.
Hi, my name is Billy, and today I'm going to show you how I made this game. So what I really did is actually just like place stuff on this landscape that you're able to choose in Alice, and I picked some sprites, and I put some code behind it, which allowed me to like make the car move forward and backward, and it also allowed the code to make some sprites talk. So, this worked. Well, what my code is for this person, I coded him to say stuff like, "Hi, welcome to the car maze," or "Try to get through this easy and simple maze." And on the event listeners, I also coded this car to make it move back and forward, sideways, to move around. Well, I'm gonna run this, and I use it like this. So he tells you all these things. And he tells you how the instructions to go through the maze. So I made WASD, W to go forward, A to go left, S to go back, and D to go right. Q to turn left like this, and E to turn right like that. So you just try to go through this maze. And you try to navigate through it with the keys that you have.
Okay.
And there, you made it.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, my name is Eric, and I made a project on a racing game. So, how I made my racing game is I placed a lot of walls in a circular area, and I put a car in the middle of it and made it go, made a person control the car around the track. So now, when I run it, you enter your player name, and then you use W, S, Q, and E for the controls. W is forward, S is backwards, Q is turn right, turn left, and E is turn right. So you can just go around the track like this, and when you reach the end of the track, there's a white ring, and when you hit the white ring, that means you completed the track.
Can you show us the code behind?
And the code behind is here. It's in the Initialize Event Listeners tab, where I set up all my controls over here, and yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Kevin, and I made this game. It's about getting this entity all the way to the end of here. The code to make the camera set onto the entity, I made this camera set vehicle, this Jaguar. To get all the other code, I added in this to steer, make it go forward forever, and whenever it hits another obstacle, then it gets sent to the beginning, like this.
my name is Gordon, and what I did this week is do 2 bisons fighting, and then I made another one. I made a lot, but the thing is I had to delete all of them because they wouldn't make sense, but I'm still going back. What they're doing is I can show you the video, and at the end, this might be creepy, but I have these audios that make the big band. But then I try to find another bike on it. So let's watch it. The camera's down because, yeah, he goes under for the hideout. He turns up right there. He goes like that when he dies because he wants to battle him. Instead he went up, but since he got a lot of damage down, he fainted under the ground, which is kind of creepy. And if you know how I did that, it's basically just like roll the direction. And I could turn the volume up for the big band if you want me to. And for this, you could just go up. And there's the big band I just added. And then I have this on another video too. So that's all I'm gonna say.
My name is Wayman Han, and my project is called Wayman Han Penguin. I named it Penguin because it's my favorite YouTuber. And I use some collision stars because when it hits something, it can detect it and like delete it and say something, so like it can go home or something. And the code I just mainly use collision starters and set opacity and saying so they can go home or something. And you control by using the WASD or just the arrow keys, and you can just touch all 6 penguins and you can win the game. I can show you how you can win. And you can move around using both keys. And when you touch it, they see something and they just disappear to show that they're going home. And
Okay.
Okay, my name is Jack. This is my project. It's a project where you're stuck in a room and you're supposed to go around fighting hidden objects. These are the codes I use. Mostly is collision detection, as you can see, collision detection and things. So when you play, you start as this person and you're supposed to find things like, oh wow, the controls are bad. You're supposed to find like a volleyball, it'll disappear, and then it'll tell you to find a plate. It's really hard. The controls are really, really bad, and it'll take a pretty long time to get there. Okay, so once you got the plate, find a gong mallet. So I'm supposed to find a gong mallet, and as you can see, the gong mallet is right there. And then to find a TV remote, then find an ice skate. It's really hidden, so even I don't know where the ice skate is. Might need to check. So you don't know. I don't even know where it is. You're supposed to find out where it is.